Alrighty, thank you very much, Matt. Now we are joined this morning with Mr. Brian Gilman from Warriors in Quiet Waters. Mr. Gilman, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having us, Jane. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
It's always a pleasure to have you guys on. You guys do such amazing work day in and day out. So whenever we get a chance to highlight you, it always brings a smile to my face. Something else that brought a smile to my face, some really exciting news coming. But before we get to that, for those at home that don't know, tell us a little bit about Warriors in Quiet Waters.
The Warriors in Quiet Waters is a 501c3 post 9/11 combat veteran impact organization. We serve post 9/11 combat veterans. Our mission and our purpose is to empower them to thrive and live purpose-driven lives so that they can go back to their communities and continue to serve and lead. Our challenge is we have this incredible program that produces these great outcomes for veterans, yet we have 3 times as many veterans applying for our program. So we're in year 2 of a 5-year strategic plan to meet that demand by 2030.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible. And I mean, we're showing some photos right here. There's an exciting groundbreaking ceremony coming up in just a couple of days to help attain that goal. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have to make some infrastructure improvements at Quiet Waters Ranch, our home where we do all of our veteran programming, so that we can serve larger cohorts of veterans at a time in order to get after that need. So we're having a groundbreaking ceremony at Quiet Waters Ranch this Saturday. It's for our National Advisory Board, our Board of Directors, and our donors that have made this possible. And we're going to be building a 14-bedroom guest house with a large facilitation room that will support all the facilitation that happens in our program. This will allow us to serve larger cohorts of veterans, and it also will allow us to house all of the volunteers that support our program. We started as an all-volunteer organization, and a lot of our volunteers come from outside of Bozeman and are paying on the economy to stay here and to support our program. So being able to host them on Quiet Waters Ranch is going to really enable us to support a critical resource that makes our program happen.
Definitely. So, and tell us a little bit about the heart of the program. I mean, tell me, how these veterans go from day 1 of being on the ranch to their final day, that change that happens.
Quiet Waters Ranch is essential to that. With the first week that they're here, it's all about establishing trust with the veterans that are there and really making Quiet Waters Ranch feel like a home away from home for them. So the facilities themselves, the way that we've built the ranch with this incredible connection to nature built into it, and then those volunteers that I talked about, those volunteers are the ones that really establish that trust and make it feel like that home away from home, a place where they can trust everyone around them and they can really become vulnerable to the growth that the program will push them to do.
Definitely. So. And I mean, why is it so important to help veterans, especially after they come home from service? I mean, from my experience talking to some veterans, it's tough because you go from one community that you're always with to you're kind of by yourself. So tell me a little bit about that. 2.4
million Americans deployed to combat in the post 9/11 era, and the challenges of combat don't disappear when the veteran comes home. They're psychological, they're neurological, they're social, they're physical, many of them. All veterans experience this incredible sense of loss when they leave the military. They lose their identity, they lose their sense of purpose, and they lose their community. Our program builds all that for them, helps them rebuild all of that that they lost when they left the military so that they can truly thrive. And that's based on the best research out there that tells us what human beings need to thrive and continue to lead in today's society.
Absolutely. So, Mr. Gilman, we could talk for hours. I think about Warriors in Quiet Waters, and maybe one day we will.
I look forward to that.
But we sure appreciate you being on the show. And if anyone's interested in learning more about Warriors in Quiet Waters, volunteering, monetary donations, I highly recommend you look them up. We'll have a link over on our website.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Matt has a look at that forecast.